Thank you, Dr. Tan. So, prior to this session, we actually opened up questions via Pigeonhole Live. And one big question, one big topic was actually regarding funding in Singapore, government funds. So, people ask, is there too much of it in Singapore for entrepreneurs? Government grants pretend to be helpful, but actually are not really helpful. So, and this has created a whole slew of what we call grantrepreneurs. So do you think that the government should perhaps consider winding down its funding of startups and innovation in the near future to let entrepreneurs stand on their own 2 feet?
I think that it's not a matter of whether there's too much money or not. If we had the same type of environment in Silicon Valley where there are many venture capitalists with private capital, many angel investors, then of course obviously the government need not be involved at all. I remember one visit I made to California I met with some of the venture capitalists and entrepreneurs and asked them at the time we were formulating our with the NSTB, the first plan to try and encourage entrepreneurship. I asked them, well, what is it the government can do? And the answer was very simple: keep away from us. I mean, leave us alone. But in Singapore, I don't think we have that tradition yet. It's not that there is no money in Singapore. Singapore has done well. Many companies have done well in traditional industries. A lot of wealth has been created. But people are not yet comfortable with taking risks, investing in startups, new enterprises. And either we do nothing, and perhaps wait until the climate changes, or government try and kickstart this. And my view is that when there is an opportunity, you should try. You may not succeed, and it doesn't mean that government will succeed. You all may remember that many years ago we started what we call the TRF, the Technopreneurship Investment Fund, in order to make a big push on entrepreneurship. And that seems to have worked quite well. In fact, the Ministry of Finance advanced about $1 billion to at the time, NSTB, I think, who was running this. And I'm happy to say that they have paid back all the money, so it has not been at any cost to the government. Now that perhaps there is an active venture capital industry in Singapore, I think the government can step back a little bit. But where there is a need, for example, in our universities, to encourage people to bring ideas from the laboratory to the marketplace, there is a role for government, because it's very difficult to get a private sector people in Singapore at the moment to take that risk. It's not like California or the US, where venture capitalists prowl the labs looking for new ideas. When the time comes, I think then we'll be very happy. So the NRF, which I chair, has started this University Innovation Fund, which is we give some money to universities. Whole idea is to change the mindset of the faculty and the students there, to look at their role not only to study, generate knowledge, which is very important, but also to see how it can be turned into practical applications, which can be, which has a marketable value. In that case, I believe the universities also will enhance their value to Singapore. Too much, too little, I don't know. But my philosophy is that we have to try. If it doesn't work, we'll change. We'll scale down, we will scale up, because you never know what is going to succeed. But if you don't try, you will definitely fail. And I think that is worth a try.